Welcome to Cat Memorial Stadium. This is Milton Area School District's coverage of Milton Black Panther football. I'm here with head coach Bill Davis for a pre-game interview here tonight as the Milton Black Panthers will face the Shamokin Indians. Both teams 0-1, tough matchups. Shamokin facing Jersey Shore, and obviously Milton had Selinsgrove last week. Coach, I'm going to bring you in here. I didn't feel the score necessarily reflected the performance of your team last week. Just take me through your thoughts on the game and if you agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Certainly not the outcome we wanted or had gone in there thinking that we could come out with, but we got in some trouble early with some field position, and we had a tough time recovering from that, but we responded well in the second quarter. I felt like we were starting to take some momentum. We had some special team blunders throughout the game that hurt us tremendously, and that kind of helped dictate the outcome of the game. But overall, I don't think the score was a true indication of just how physical the game was and how much of a fight it was for both teams.
I'd agree with that. And you mentioned their special teams and field position. What did you guys do this week in practice to shore up some of those special teams issues? I think Selinsgrove had 3 blocked punts and a blocked PAT in that game, and they did seem to have you on the wrong side of the field every time they had the ball or you got the ball.
Yeah, so obviously after Friday night, that was a tremendous point of emphasis for us this week. We made some wholesale changes in personnel. We actually made some changes in how we're doing things, who we're doing them with, and we spent a tremendous amount of time working on those particular aspects of the game this week. We took away some time from both the offensive and defensive side of the ball and spent some more time on special teams. So I feel much more confident about where we are this week with that.
Last Friday with Selinsgrove, they had a kickoff return to end the first half. Gave them, I believe, at the time a 28-6 lead. Although it felt like momentum was in your favor as you had a score right before that. And then the second half, you started with the ball. I don't believe it was a 3-and-out, but the Seals did score on their first possession. How important is it to end the first half and start the second half better this week against Shamokin?
Well, I'd like to start the game a little bit better off than we did this past week too. We got ourselves in a big hole early, so I'd liked us for that not to take place. But I really felt like, certainly not taking away anything from Selinsgrove because they're a very good team. But I felt like that kickoff with about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter really changed the complexity of the game. I felt like we had seized momentum at that point. We seemed pretty fresh, and to give up that special teams touchdown, I think really took the wind out of our sails. With that being said, we come out in the second half and score. I think it's still a different game. We had a little bit of success, but not nearly enough, and then they went down and scored. And to our kids' credit, they never quit at all. I thought they played hard for 4 quarters and were very physical and competitive, but it's really tough to come back from that deficit in the second half.
Well, physicality was definitely presence from your team on last Friday against Selinsgrove. I don't think Selinsgrove walked away feeling like they didn't get beat up or playing a tough football game. How do you build off of that for tonight's game?
We better play the same way tonight because Shamokin's going to be extremely physical. They're going to be very aggressive, and we have to match or exceed the physicality that we're going to see against them tonight. I think it's I think it's going to be another physical game, and I think we'll be up to the task for that. I felt like our physicality last week was one of the positives that we could draw from that, and we're going to need that again tonight against a very physical Shamokin team.
And Shamokin, tough, very physical team is something that they've been pretty much for now going into his 3rd season with Coach Hyanoski. What else do you expect them to do tonight, maybe differently than they showed on film as they prepare for you?
I don't know if it's going to be so much what they showed on film. I think what they do is what they want to do. I think they've incorporated a little bit more wing T into their offense, which is no surprise considering the high school career that Coach Hynoski had at Southern and running the wing T. So they've certainly incorporated some of that. They still run some pro stuff. So I think they're going to give us some different formations. I think they're going to try to confuse us a little bit on defense, and then I think the key to the game for us is stopping the run. We've got to stop the run and make them throw the ball. Not that they can't throw it, but I think they're a run-first team, so we've got to be able to stop the run.
Last week, my conversations with you, your big thing for you offensively was getting the ball to your athletes in space. Not exactly what we saw Friday night. Selinsgrove's downhill aggressive defense did a good job of applying pressure and eliminating that. How do you plan this week, and what do you have to do this week to get the ball to your athletes in space?
Well, once again, we've made a few adjustments to that because I think that was a big key for us last week. Now, I think Selinsgrove's athletes were just a little bit bigger and stronger than our athletes were, and Shamokin will be no different. They're going to be, their athletes are physical and aggressive, but I like our athletes this week. I liked them last week as well, but I like the matchups that we have this week. But we've got to win some one-on-one battles. I think they're going to be very physical and aggressive on defense, and we've got to win some one-on-ones with our athletes in space and let them make some plays, and we anticipate that happening tonight for us.
Newspaper tomorrow reads Milton Black Panthers get the win at Shamokin. First win of the season. Who are the two players' names that we're going to read in that article that lead the way?
Well, you'll probably read about Ethan Rao and Xavier Minium, but when that happens, I think the real studs in that game are going to be the guys up front on both sides of the ball, our offensive and defensive line. If they play well, I think we have that opportunity to read that on Saturday. But as always, the skill guys get all the credit, but the guys up front are the guys that truly win games. And I think for us to be successful, they've got to do that, and I anticipate that happening this week.
One last thing, being it's a unique season, you will play Shamokin again. Is there anything you hold on to tonight, or do you throw everything at them and this is a must-win, just go out and get the win? It doesn't matter if you show them the whole playbook.
I think having a must-win in week 2 is a little bit early, but one of the biggest issues we have on this team is confidence, and we've got to gain some confidence because, again, I'm going to say that we're better than we've played so far. I have not looked at it like we have to hold something back because we're going to play them again. Does that mean there won't be any changes? I can't answer that right now, but we're not holding anything back. We're going out and going to compete at our best, hopefully, throughout the entire game on all 3 aspects of the game, and hopefully we can come away with a W tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you for your time. We're going to wrap it up here as Milton is moments away from kicking it off at Kent Memorial Stadium with the Shamokin Indians. You're listening to Milton Area School District's coverage of Milton Black Panther football.
Seems like it was a rough night for him last week, but Selinsgrove we also talked about Shamokin. Hynoski served Coach Hynoski's first year. He was 5-5 regular season, 6-6 with the playoff victory against Loyalsock and the loss to Danville. Ended up 6-6. Last year, not too good of an outcome, a couple wins, but he was snake bitten all year with key people being hurt, as many as 10 people at one time, which also on the plus side gave a lot of inexperienced young people a chance. So with that experience, he's hoping that this year really has a turnaround and a chance for a winning season. I think is within reach, and it's been a long time, 15 years or so since Shamokin has had a winning season.
Yeah, what's up with the shorter season this year? That they'll be able to stay healthy a little longer, maybe a little easier, but also if they get hurt, it's a higher percentage of this season, so go both ways. But hopefully I don't think they had many major injuries last week. So for another thing we can.
Yeah, some key people for Shamokin, of course, the new quarterback, Guy, sophomore. Max Madden, returning running back, who had almost had 1,000 yards last year. Didn't have a great game last week, but he can break out tonight. And Ian Paul, a two-way starter at running back, and a well-known linebacker tackling all over the field. I think he has a shot at actually going to the next level, a legit shot at playing somewhere big as a linebacker. That's
Kick off here by Carson Osowski, not too far, about the 25-yard line. Good coverage, Joe, only down on about the 36 of the return. Decent starting field position for the Panthers.
Okay, that was a problem last week. Jersey Shore always had the good field position, smoking the first 5 or 6 possessions. We were deep in the hole after some spooky kicks. Okay, quarterback.
Ethan Rowe for Milton. That was our quarterback here.
Okay, we have shotgun formation. We have 2 wideouts on this side, split on the left, and there's a flag down right away. This might be an illegal formation. No, Smoking must have been over the ball.
Relatively penalty-free game last week, so it doesn't turn into a bunch of penalties this week already.
Okay, so Milton will start with a 1st and 5 now at the 43-yard line. Okay, Shamokin getting a little anxious. I don't know if it was lined up after the forward ball.
Looks like there are offsides, I don't know.
Everything looks good now. Shotgun formation. And back to pass. And it's intercepted. Number 5 for Shamokin.
Milton Cedar.
He might
He's got
take it
daylight.
in. And Cedar picks it off and scores.
First play pick 6 for the first touchdown on the new field. What a way to score.
They always look for a yellow flag. Nothing there. Looks good. And Osowski, I guess, will come on and do the kicking. So Cedar read the quarterback's eyes. It looked like there's some miscommunication because the pattern looked like the quarterback wanted it out and the receiver had already turned it up. So Cedar must have been looking at the quarterback's eyes, broke on the ball, and it looked as if the pass was to him, and he takes it in for 6.
Yeah, Rowe just kind of popped it up in the air there. Cedar made a perfect read on it. Takes it to the house. Scores in the first play of the game. Counts for a better start than that.
Okay, kicker, you got this, Jimmy. Jimmy's a kicker from the past.
Let's see what Osowski does here. Low ball, but he made it. He made it. Got it over the line. That's all counts.
It was an ugly kick, but it counts the same.
Sure does.
All right, so Shamokin defense draws first blood, 7-0, and I was surprised Milton with the 1st and 5 came out throwing the ball. I thought maybe
Yeah, you don't see that too often, but I guess that's why you do it. Catch them off guard, but it did not work.
so we'll see what they do this time. Milton didn't have too deep of a kick last time. I think it only went
Yeah, Carson's got started like that to see if he can get a better hit on it.
about 30 yards. Okay, let's see. Some other people playing some key roles. Kokoski, Brash. I mentioned Michael Miller, Nye. It's key graduates last year. Grimes graduated at quarterback. 2 receivers, Chicatana, Mosser, and Bryson James, and some linemen, Shuda and Hornberger. Some key losses last year.
Blake Kane.
Okay, kick is received on the 20, and he's up to, breaks some tackles, he's up to almost the 3-yard line, but 39-yard line.
A better kick there with a lot worse coverage.
And that's number 7 for the Jimmy.
Number 7 is Peyton Weirick.
Peyton Ward. Looks like he's small, so yeah, he's only for nice return. Right to the middle. And Milton's almost where they were to start before, a couple yards shy. Let's see if they decide to come out running or throwing.
Just settle down here a little bit. All 3 run plays, get in the groove.
Okay, split backs from shotgun. Slot left, and we have a handoff inside, big hole. And he got up the middle, broke through, he's going, he may go. Oh, he got tackled. 2 people brought him down, fumble after he was down to the 35-yard line. A big run of about 10, 20, 30, about 30, 32
Ian
yards.
Paul had him, he just missed him. Austin Brainbridge with the game-saving, touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, he almost, he splits that last duo, and he's in the end zone.
Yeah, that was very poor defense there.
And it was a big hole in the middle, so somebody got knocked off or was in the wrong position.
Can't get too overconfident.
1st and 10, Milton on Shamokin 36-yard line. Shotgun, snap, he throws a little out pass. Oh, almost picked off by number 14.
Nice play by Micah Miller there.
Oh, he read that little side swing pass really well and got a big paw on it, knocked it down. But
Got those lanky arms up there.
he did that a couple times last week, knocked some balls down that were coming out like that or
Sure did.
on the rush. So
He's going to have a lot of batted balls this year.
he might pick one of those off. That one I thought he was going to get.
He did have a touchdown catch last week, so we know he's got the hands.
And if that ball gets out to that receiver, I think he has some room on it too. So it was a big play.
Certainly was.
2nd and 10, shotgun formation. 2 wideouts. Pass formation. He's thrown deep. He's wide open and he's overthrown.
Cedar there with pretty good coverage.
Yeah, he caught up. He was beaten early and caught up, but the pass was overthrown and neither of them could get to it.
Looked like if he tracked the ball a little bit better, he might have made a play on it, but good coverage and completions. All you can ask for.
Well, quarterback, he got about 40 yards in the air, so he can get it out there.
Sure did.
Overthrew them as well. Okay, on defense, we have some people there. We have Cedar. We have safety. We have number 8. It's
Austin Bainbridge.
Bainbridge.
Joey Tarr's in there.
Joey Tarr's in there.
Tyler Wary.
Okay, shotgun, passing formation. He throws a middle screen and it's hit and almost picked off again. Someone else got a hand on that one.
Like Garrett Kitchen had the ball there. Number 60. And that's actually John Kodak had the tip ball. Almost got the pick.
It looked like 14. That's Miller, right? That's 14 Miller.
Several, yeah, 14.
And he almost, after the tip, he almost came up with it.
Several Indians got right through the line there. I'm not sure if that was a screen pass by Milton and, on purpose, but didn't work, whatever it was.
Okay, so we got Trash and Paul in the linebacker spots in the middle. Far side on defense, I'm not sure who that is. Pass, up, blows, blown dead.
Looks like
We have
Milton called a timeout.
Timeout before the snap by the line coach. Okay, so 7-0. Milton with a 4th down, call a timeout. Of course, they're in 4-down territory. I don't think they're gonna. They could punt, but I don't think they're going to.
They showed they were going to go for it. We'll see if they stick with it.
Maybe they'll want to put them in the hole. We'll see. But they seem like they're talking about the kind of play they want to set up. So Shamokin needs to play 10 yards deep at the sticks.
Yeah, great start here on defense, other than the one play they gashed him, but
Yeah, keep them under the 10-yard spot here and take the over on downs. Hopefully.
we're getting a lot of pressure in the quarterback's face.
Yeah, he is getting some pressure on. Again, a more even matchup this week, and hopefully Shamokin gets a little confidence as they start out with a good interception for a touchdown. So that should, hopefully we build on that and don't give any momentum back here on this 4th down. So we're on a far hash mark. We are in the visitor's booth looking down towards the home side. Shotgun formation, trips left. There's a snap, he's back deep pass, he's throwing deep again, down the middle, 1-on-1, he overthrows him again. And nobody helping in the middle over there. Cedar was on the backside of him. Had that been a good pass?
He was on an island there.
That was a touchdown with a good pass. I mean, it was a good pass, but just too far.
It's the second overthrow of the game already.
But
That'd be a theme here.
I would think that Cedar needs a little help over the top on that receiver. Shamokin takes over in downs. Offensively, we got Nye at quarterback.
It's like Madden back there at halfback.
Nye's under center. We saw a little bit of shotgun last week, mostly under center. We got Madden. He gets the handoff.
Ian Paul with the first carry of the game.
23, is that?
Ian Paul.
Ian Paul's 23.
Game about 2 in the play.
Max is 30. And then another key running back we see is Brash, gets a couple carries here and there. So Ian Paul with a couple, 2nd down and 8. Eye under center. Milton with the 4-man front. Handoff goes to Brash, and he barrels ahead for about 4 or 5.
Powerful running by Crash.
So he's about 3 for the first down, I think, here. 3rd and 4.
See if they stick with the run.
Long 4. 3rd and a long 4.
I think they should pass here personally. 3rd and 4.
I think they should, but if I were coaching, I would run it since we're gaining 3 and 4 yards a clip. That's what I would do. And he's going back to pass. And he may have picked up the first down himself, but
Zorkowski, nice catch.
he throws. Was he in bounds?
They call him in. Looks like they're calling him in.
Okay,
First down,
they're calling him
Zorkowski.
at the 41-yard line of Milton.
That's a beautiful rollout throw by there by Brendan.
Yes, I was thinking he could have tucked it and got the 3 or 4 yards, but he had
He
somebody.
probably could have.
But he threw a dart, nice dart to the sidelines, and a nice reception there before he went out of bounds at the 41. Shamokin, 4 down territory probably. Now he hands off to the up back, and it's Paul, I believe.
Looks like the Madden.
Madden was the up back. Usually Madden's not the up back, so hand off to the front back, fullback Madden that time. He gains about 2. So it brings the 2nd and 8. Walking inside the 40 to about the 38 and a half.
Definitely moved the ball a little bit better here earlier than last week. That's for sure.
We got wide left here, and Nye under center, 2 backs. Handoff goes to Brash. He gets tripped up in the backfield by number 56 or 58.
Solid penetration by the DN. He had no chance there. See if they can convert another 3rd and long here.
So 3rd and 10, I would think they would have an option of going on 4th down, but we'll see what they get on this down, might make their decision.
Yeah.
Okay, they are in.
Running rock to the sticks.
1 wide receiver, double backs, wing right, Nye under center. There's somebody moved, there's a flag.
It's like a false start there.
Smoking coaches don't look too happy, somebody moved.
Looks like Ian Paul fell forward there.
So it was the wing that picked up and moved and got called for it. So now we got 3rd and 15, basically, at the 46-yard line.
Now becomes a lot different going here for on 4th down.
Yes, you gotta get at least inside the 35 to go in 4th down. You could get the first down, but if you get inside the 35, you might still keep it. Being rushed.
On the play.
Fumble, and
See who comes up with it. Milton's excited.
Milton's cheering. I think Milton may have gotten it. Let's see.
Looks like they call it Shamokin ball.
And on bottom of the pile, Shamokin player comes up with it. But it's 4th down, and I'm assuming we're going to punt now.
Yep. Yeah, that was unfortunate there. Brett had some time, didn't see anybody open, had to tuck it, didn't work out.
We didn't have many receivers out there. Now, on 4th down, I was a punter last week, and we had some snaps that almost went over his head, so I hope they work on that, got that under control.
Yeah, he did walk around it, but you don't have to do it every time.
Right, so hopefully he gets a good snap here, and he gets a good punt off, and they could pin Milton deep here with this.
Good snap. Nice kick.
Nice kick, it's gonna bounce, so it goes out of bounds about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. So Milton, not too well off as far as field position is concerned.
Brett has definitely been a better punter than I would have expected. I've
Yes.
never done it before.
Right, now
He's
he's
performed pretty well.
getting that medium range punt, but he's kicking it to the side a little bit, and they're letting it roll, and that roll can give you another 20 yards sometimes. And had that stayed in bounds, that could have rolled down to the end zone possibly, or inside the 5.
Yeah, if he stays consistent, that would be a nice weapon for him.
So Milton is spread here. I'm assuming they thick and pass. Shotgun formation. We have a wide slot left. Motion left, so, and we have an inside handoff up the middle, and it's probably the same play they had that we broke open earlier.
Nice
But
tackle.
at that time, someone in the middle there stuffed it.
Looks like
68.
Aaron Brad.
Anyway, nice tackle by, a solo tackle by someone in the middle of the Shamokin defensive line.
Pretty sure it was Aaron Brad.
Okay, so we're gonna tell
Nice penetration there.
Mr. and Mrs. Frash that your son got the tackle.
He read it.
Big Ray, your kid got it. Okay, we got shotgun formation, tight trips left. Hand off, up the middle again, and he gets a couple up to about the 20, so it's gonna bring about a 3rd and 6.
Micah Miller diagnosed that one really well. He read that, held his ground, made a nice tackle.
Okay, so Miller closing down from the defensive end position, which is his job. Protect outside and then close down, did a nice job.
He's got the
And
ideal size for it.
made that tackle. Miller also a big kid. I mean, not weight-wise, but physically big. When you see some of these boys in the hallway, they look like men.
Yeah, he's about 6'3" out there.
Yes, so it's a nice size for Shamokin. Shotgun formation, tight trips left, and quarterback hands off on a reverse kind of play coming around, and they get the first down, I do believe, or they're going to spot it. It's close.
Cedar hesitated a little bit, didn't quite come up, maybe let him get the first down
And
there.
yep, they gave him the first down. So just made it by half a step maybe, but they gave him the first down.
Yeah, gotta have a little bit better instincts there going for it.
Okay, so we got 1st and 10, Milton on the 30. And we have 6 minutes halfway through the first quarter. And except for that exciting first play, it's been sort of back and forth here, pretty even since then. Okay, we got split wide trips left. Split right, shotgun, one back, handoff goes to the lone back up the middle, and he gets maybe a yard.
Tyler Wary looks like got him in the backfield. A lot of Indians make the tackle there. Garrett Kitchen on the stop.
Okay, so after that one play, the middle has tightened up a little bit, so.
Yeah, they've been doing good stopping the run so far,
So
especially
Milton,
right down the middle.
I believe Milton might go back to some air game here, that's my thinking. Beautiful night here at the stadium, we finally have some fans, I think Shamokin was allowed to have 490,
Yeah, it's very refreshing to see fans in the stands.
and Milton has about 100 here, it looks like. Shotgun, trips left, split trips. He's back to pass, he's looking, he's rolling, and he throws out. Oh, and he almost throws another interception to number 23.
Looks like Zolkowski would have had that pick if Ian Paul didn't knock it down.
Ian Paul gets one hand on it, but he could have taken it to the house had he gotten it, and like you said, Zukowski right behind him
Yep,
was waiting. That
was
was,
very good coverage there
yeah, it was
by
a
both of them.
dangerous pass for that quarterback to make. I would think maybe they get that guy open down the middle a couple times or deep. I need 10 yards. You might see something coming back
Yeah.
over here to that one-on-one with Cedar.
Receivers have been relatively open. They just quarterback's gotta hit them.
Number 13 over here with Cedar is pretty much on an island, and they almost got him. He overthrew twice, so Cedar better back up. And we got a pitch, and they're running the ball. Unusual. 5-yard gain. So it's going to bring up. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5 or 4th and 6 at least.
Austin Bainbridge blew that play up. Didn't quite make the tackle, but he definitely slowed him down.
That play surprised me. That they thought they were going to pick up
Yeah, 3rd and 10.
10.
This play is not the best. Although
And then
Jersey Shore burned us last week on that, so maybe they saw something.
yeah, they ran some outside stuff. Okay, we got the punt formation for the first time. It's a high snap. He gets it. And nice kick down the middle. It's going to roll if it doesn't go out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds way up here at the 45-yard line. So it lands around the 30, but I think way out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked a lot better than it really was.
So Shamokin has excellent field position after 45.
Moved the ball decently well so far. Let's see if they can put together another drive.
I think Shamokin needs to maybe mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, throw some deep shots in there.
Maybe a first down pass, maybe a flat here and there, maybe a play fake.
First down passes are very rare.
Right. You gotta mix it up sometimes, or they'll just load up the box on the run, which is what Milton seems to be doing right now. They have 8 guys in the box, 9 guys in the box. And they come up and he gets outside, however, they have the middle loaded up, and we pop it outside. That's number 34, is that Madden?
Yep. Nice play design there, getting Madden in space.
So Madden, that might be his best carry of the year so far.
Sure is.
2 weeks that we've seen.
Get him in space, good things will happen.
So maybe that'll shock him into his last year's performance. He came on strong, took over from James who got hurt, and clearly came up strong. So maybe that'll light his fire.
Yeah, he did an amazing performance in the playoffs.
So first down, 40 of Milton. 9 under center, motion, crash to the right. And we got a pitch to the right, and then he cuts it back a little, then he cuts it back outside, and he cuts it back inside. So a couple of quick cuts in and out, and he takes it down to almost another first down at the 33-yard line.
Nice vision there on Madden.
So he's picked up about 8, second and 2 now for the Indians.
He's a tough runner, but he can also juke you.
Yes, he made about 3 or 4 different cuts there. He was going to go out, he'd cut back, and sometimes your instinct is to get right back out, which he did, but then he got right back in again. Okay, 9 under center. So we got split backs, Ian Paul and Madden. And we have wing with Brash. And we have a handoff going up to Madden again at the middle. He gets the first down if they mark it inside the 30.
Tough tackle there.
And he hit that pretty quickly.
It's like 51 known loss.
So Shamokin inside the 30 with another first down. Okay, and that was something we didn't see last week either, like consistent string of first downs.
Yeah, that play got blown up, but Max is such a tough runner. He falls forward, got the first down anyway.
So now we are in 4 down territory, I believe. And see what Shamokin, he'll probably stick to the run game. You don't change what's working.
Yeah.
Okay, 9, we got 1 back, double wing, motion, left. And we got a handoff to number 34.
Over.
And he's gonna he may score. He breaks 1 tackle and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown.
He is in.
So Madden gets hit hard, nice collision about 20 yards out, but then breaks it and goes into the end zone from
Another
there.
very impressive run here by Max. They could not stop him on that drive.
So Madden is feeling it right now.
This is a pretty huge gust of wind came through here.
So with 3:22 left in the first quarter, Shamokin hits their second touchdown, this time a rushing touchdown by Madden. Carry of about 30 yards.
It's very windy right now. We'll see if that affects Carson here with the extra wind.
He's perfect so far. He made his first 2 of the year. Hold down, it's good, and that looks great.
Nice kick. Ooh.
Oh,
Never mind. Like it was wide left there.
I guess it went left,
But
but
good from here, but
it looked nice from here. But we're looking at it from the angle.
yeah, certainly looked better, but didn't have the same result.
The height and the hold and the kick looked good, but it must have gone just a little left. They didn't call it right away, so it must have been really close.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Get your plant foot a little too far forward, push to the left. Gotta keep your head down.
That's the key, keep that head down.
Yep.
You can see how pretty it is later on the film. All right, we are lining up for Shamokin's kickoff. Again, we don't seem to kick them too deeply, so we better get good coverage on her because they have some quick second level people.
Yeah, so you can get a little more juice on this kick here. A little mad about the next extra point.
We got 3:22, Shamokin kicking off.
Ball fell over from that wind.
And we got a delay from the wind.
Falls over again, the impulse.
On this side we have Bainbridge, Tar, Cedar, and number 2 is Wary, I believe.
Yep.
On this left side going down to cover. And it's kicked in down to the left, so these people got it covered down here. He cuts it back to the middle, and he's met by a host of tackles. Number 17 initially on the tackle.
That was his best kick of the night.
Number 17 is not on my list. This is down here.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
Allman, I think they just announced it.
Oh, yeah, Wade
Oh,
Allman.
Wade Allman, number 17. And I guess he's a freshman.
Nice coverage there for Wade.
Okay, shotgun formation, double slot, hand off up the middle, and we have tackling in there by 23, Paul.
The gang tackled by Ian Paul,
Number 30, who's number 30 for the Indians?
Corey Adams.
Okay, Corey Adams, 2 guys on the tackle. No gain on the play. Again, after that first series, Milton has not gained anything up the middle.
Yeah, they continue to keep trying to go up the middle, but not working so far.
So again, it's 2nd and 10. I'm looking at, they're not really helping Cedar out here. Now we have double receivers out to the side. It's the first time I've seen this. Double slot. Cedar's covering the outside man.
All the corners are on an island right now.
And he's thrown down the middle again, which he, again, overthrown again, but that is there by a step or two. He's been getting there all the time, and each time he's been overthrown. So
Yeah, if they can hit that, that'll be huge. It's
they-
there.
I mean, it is there, and Shamokin, he had 2 receivers, so the other safety had to come over and help out with the 1 receiver, which left Cedar on an island again.
Quarterback's looking like Josh Allen a little bit, overthrowing everything out there.
Yes. Cedar's gonna have, Delbo's over here on this side now, give Cedar a break. I guess they figured maybe they're gonna come back to that. So they put the older, taller Delbo in at the corner on this side.
Austin Baker,
And they ran up the middle, and they decide that they're gonna go to the middle and with the draw and no gain, well, a couple yards gain, but it's 4th down, punting formation, 4th and 5, and Milton's going to send in their punting unit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the logic is there, running up the middle, 3rd and 10.
They did that twice. They did it last series. I think it was an outside window, but they ran it on 3rd and long
Yeah,
2 times.
not great to see.
Okay, so Shamokin's deep back is almost blocked, and it's kicked over his head, and hopefully it goes in the end zone. Well, he picks up about the 5, and now he's got to return it. He's at the 15, and he's still got about the 14-yard line.
He had a lot of light there if he could have got through.
Ball came out, but after he was on the ground, people jumped on it to no avail.
Yeah, he was definitely down.
So Shamokin takes over on about the 14-yard line, deep in their own territory, and that was a kick that went end over end, and he just misjudged it.
Yeah,
and
I'm saying they
let it go
underestimated his
over.
leg power a little bit.
And then he probably wasn't sure if it was going to go in the end zone, so he picked it up around the 4 or 5, and
Yeah, no, he'll know to back up a little bit next time.
he got 10. It's easier to come forward, right?
Yep.
And it's a wicked over end over end kick like that. They're tough to handle.
They are hard to judge.
Okay, so Shamokin with Nye under center, 2 backs, split backs. We got a split left, and we got a handoff to number 4, Frash, and he is tackled for a loss, I believe, this time.
Yeah, doing there.
He's no gain, but he's got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it. Frash had a couple nice carries last week. Came off later in the game, limping on an ankle. And I talked to him in school. Of course, he's in my class, and said his ankle was fine.
They do have 3 very powerful runners. Crash, Paul, and Madden.
I think you're going to get either a pass or a dose of Max Madden here, who had some nice carries on the last drive. 2nd and 10 Indians on their 15-yard line, 14-yard line. Nye under center. Motion by Frash, and we have an inside reverse handoff to
Ian Paul.
Ian Paul.
Nice misdirection.
Coming off the wing. Okay, so Frash went right, and Ian Paul came from the right back to the left in the middle.
Looks like the linebacker's bit on the fake. Bring the ball back the other way. Nice play this time.
And we got about a 7 or 8 left game. So we're on 3rd in about 2, long 2.
Yeah, we just handed off to Madden here.
So I think we may see a handoff to Madden here. Nye under center. And quick little pass out, and he catches it, number 13 for the Indians, and he gets the first down. He's off about the 27-yard line.
He's kept by Ryder.
So
He definitely looks to be their best receiver so far.
yes, and it was a nice crisp pass by Nye. Looking at this angle, you weren't sure how, it looked a little low, but it was right around his gut level.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it caught the defense off guard.
Yeah, I think they were expecting a Madden run. Somebody has it. That's the end of the quarter, yes. Quarter runs out, and we have 13-0 Indians. I guess the jig sticks are
Yeah.
I'm looking at the score. So it's the end of the first quarter here at Kemp. Shamokin with the 13-0 lead. One offensive touchdown, one defensive touchdown to start the game, and interception for a touchdown by Cedar. And then touchdown run of about 30 yards by Madden. Okay, we're hearing these COVID announcements about wearing masks. That's all unusual stuff. And again, we have the band here tonight playing some music. And we mentioned earlier, we have a couple football players who pre-game are out there on the band call. You want to hit some of these people, Jimmy, that are band members as well as football players.
Yeah, it looks like Eric Zaylor, Robert Harvey, Garrett Kitchen, and Delroy Wolf are all duo band members and football
Hopefully we
players.
didn't miss anyone, but yes, they're out in the field with the band who's out here tonight. Shamokin's band is highly touted in the area.
It's a tough job learning both.
And if you're doing both, playing like Superman with Clark Kent, you go out,
Yep.
take the big S off and put on the band uniform, the Clark Kent glasses, and play your tuba. And then go into the phone booth and become a super football player. All right, Nye, out over the ball, split backs, tight wing, and we have a handoff up the middle to Madden, number 34, and he breaks a long run up the middle. Went through there like a shot.
Take me out there.
He takes off and he gets out to about the 48-yard line. Let's see where they spot, 47-yard line. So that was about a 25-yard run, I believe.
We got a nice bunch of plays there. Having a lot of plays look the exact same. They just have two different variations on
Yeah,
that.
wing T, a lot of misdirection.
Yeah.
You got to follow the tackles or the guards on the wing team. They'll lead you to the play. And if you're a linebacker, if you don't do that, you're going to be lost in the shuffle on some of these fakes. Under center, handoff again. No, he fakes both handoffs, and now he's throwing the ball down the field and well covered, but he threw a nice pass. He did get the hands on it, number 14 for Shamokin.
Yeah, it looks like he might have been able to be called for interference there, but they leave it go.
That was Micah Miller, but the guy had good coverage, and he got a hand on it too, and it was tight coverage.
Yeah.
But Nye actually got it to the hands of Miller.
Yeah, it was good throw. Just amazing coverage.
So he catches that, or if it's deflected, both people were on the ball. It was good play either way. Okay, 2nd and 10, Shamokin at the 47. Technically 10 yards to get in the Milton territory as well. Nye, under center, split backs, 2 wideouts. And the snap comes early. I think he didn't expect it. Ball's on the ground. I think Shamokin.
It looks like something was off with the count there.
Yeah.
Half the line did not move.
Yeah, they're waiting for the snap, or he wasn't waiting for a snap, and it came early, I think.
Yeah, that was all messed up.
And he wasn't ready, so I think the center was a little anxious there.
Yeah, I think the center definitely got the wrong count
But
there.
then Nye sort of got it, and the handoff and everything was not quite
They got lucky enough to get the ball back there.
in sync. So we got 3rd and 13. Shamokin with that wasted play now needs an extra 3 yards to
They're
get
very fortunate to get another chance after that.
Even if they have to punt here, they might be able to get Milton in the hole, which is also a good thing. Nye, we got split receivers. Nye rolling right. He's got his ball here. He's got a receiver a little bit overthrown, and that would have been a first down had number 10 Delbo had a chance to get to it. It was a little out of his reach. Again, a little timing, a little step or two more, and the ball would have been right where you needed it.
Nice blitz pick up there by Madden running back, but gave it not enough time to let it go, but Delmont just wasn't there.
And what happens with the season like this, you don't have the 7-on-7s, and you don't get that timing down, so it may take a while for some of those plays to materialize.
Yeah.
And now we have Nye back to punt. Again, the snap last week was a little shaky sometimes. Good snap, plenty of time, he gets it off, down the middle of the field this time. Oh, it takes a great bounce, and Milton's gonna let it roll inside to the 10-yard line it's gonna go. So Shamokin downs the ball at the 10.
Those knuckleballs are tricky to judge.
Joey Tarr downs the ball at the 10. He gets down there really fast. And the Milton guy said, hey, I better not touch it. Your purple jersey's around me. So
Good decision.
good coverage by Joseph. And Milton will take over on the 10.5-yard line. And we have 10:29 left in the first quarter.
See if they can pin them deep here, get some good field position for the next drive.
Okay. Milton staying in shotgun. We got offset eye backs. We got slot left, and the handoff goes to the deep back, and he's up the middle for, look like it's an ISO play. Just about a yard gain only, if that.
Yeah, not much doing there. They haven't had anything going in the middle of that defense. Middle defense has been very good. Right. Ian Ball, Aaron Fresh filling those gaps in the middle.
So about a yard and a half they give him on the play. So we got 2nd and 9.
Rolled around one kitchen and 2 down defensive tackles there. Definitely held their ground very well so far.
Yeah, like we said, except for that one play earlier, the middle's been tight.
Yep.
So I think Milton will try outside, or I believe they're going to run that pass. We got Cedar over here on number 13 on an island. He seems to like that matchup. He looks right, and he gets a slant, and the guy is open, and he catches the slant. He makes it to the outside, and he's going down to the 40, the 35. He's still running. Got away from that tackle. He is down to the 20-yard line of Shamokin.
Very poor tackling there.
So some arm tackling, some wiggling around by the receiver. Makes a nice return after he catches the ball on a slant.
Yeah, they're lucky they got him down there.
And it looked like a touchdown. Cedar forced him back inside and got away from him and then tried to go down the middle. But again, that's the importance of people coming from the backside to help, even though it looked like they had no help coming. He cuts back and they're there to help. So that, saving that touchdown, if they stop him, that was the key to saving the touchdown actually.
Yeah, they definitely need better safety help.
So now we have shotgun handoff inside up the middle, and Milton going pretty quickly now without a huddle. And
Decent gain there.
so now he gets about 4, looks like on that play, and about 3 they're marking it. But I think they got it mainly because they just went on the line of scrimmage right away after that play, lined up, ran the play. Now they're in the huddle formation.
Yeah, so much for the good field position there. Now you just got to worry about top scoring.
So now we got 2nd and about 7, and they are on the 17-yard line. They're about 17, 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. And he's back to pass. And he throws it wide open. Guy. Oh, he was wide open all alone. Had to be blown coverage there.
Very fortunate for a drop.
Tight end Miller ran out, but I'm sure that wasn't his man. But
That would have almost certainly been a touchdown.
that was a walk-in touchdown. Guy out in the right flat all alone, and he didn't put enough touch on it. He overthrew him.
Defense was fooled by the fake. Halfback popped out for the screen there.
Got his fingertips
there.
on it. So I would say the corner on that side
And Zolkowski's over there.
would have been responsible. He probably nosed inside, looking at the run, and faked him out, and that guy just snuck out, and that was it. So now we have 2 receivers out to the left. Somebody better get over. Okay, now somebody's over. We got motion right, we got trips right, and we got a handoff coming around this side of reverse, and nobody sees it. And he is inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. That'll be a first down for Milton.
Another misdirection there, but it looks like there is flags on the field.
So
When you cross backfield like that, there's oftentimes blocking the back, holding.
So we're going to see what happens here on this. It would have been a first down to about the 5 or 6, but now Milton's walking back.
Yep, looks like holding on Milton.
So we got a holding call against Milton. So that's going to bring the ball, instead of being on the 6, it's going back to the 31-yard line.
We've gotten very fortunate here with some drop passes and some missed throws.
So indirectly, that was a 25-yard penalty, of course. They lost the yards gained plus the penalty.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. They had a decent gain.
So let's see if Milton recoups here. 3rd and 21. So they have to get down to the.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bainbridge put a little bit farther back here on.
Got to get
3rd
down
and
to the
21.
10-yard line. We have a wide out on the right, and he's thrown down the middle. And again, overthrown. So
Another overthrow.
the quarterback has an arm. It's a little too strong most of the time.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't need to prove his arm strength.
He's not a big athlete, not very tall, but he has a strong arm.
So if they could be going for it here, why not?
So yes, there's not much sense of punting here. So we got 4th and 21.
Yeah, again, I think Bainbridge should be put a lot farther back here on.
Yeah, we should
21.
be playing back at least 15 deep in the
Yeah.
secondary
You
because
just got to protect the sticks here.
they've been getting behind us. So I don't know why we're up so tight at man because
Not a single guy beyond 5 yards.
a heavy rush and he just throws it.
Yeah, that was a forward
He,
pass.
he,
That was incomplete.
he did like a shovel pass and he threw it forward.
Great pressure.
I don't know if they were going to call intentional grounding on that. Yes, they are. So intentional grounding. So on top of that,
That'll help your field position definitely.
Shamokin's going to be in pretty good shape here.
If Milton drove it all the way down to about the 20, looks like we're going to get it around 45.
I don't know what it was, but it looked like it. You know, a play like that. Sometimes a middle screen, you let people through it. It looked like everybody came through the middle untouched, and the quarterback was running for his life. So.
Yeah, there had to be some miscommunication there by the offensive line or something.
So I'm sort of thinking he may have been trying to sneak a middle screen there, but I wasn't really get a chance to see if they had it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Lining up behind the center. When it's a no holds barred rush like that, that's usually the case. Shamokin, 9 under center, split backs, wide left, wing left. Handoff goes to the deep back, Madden 34, and he breaks through for another first down. Madden picking up big chunks of ground.
Huge hole there created by the offensive line.
Gain of about 13 and a first down for the Indians down to the 37-yard line of Milton.
You had nothing but daylight there when you got that handoff. Great blocking.
Clock's running, 8 minutes left in the quarter. First half. Shamokin coming out of the huddle. 15 on the clock. High under center. Handoff up to the up back. Almost a face mask, I think, but they didn't call anything. And he gets about 2:34 is again Max Madden.
Yeah, man, again, nothing really developed there.
So he's gaining some yards. I think he would have to have at least 50 or 60 yards. One carry was like 30 yards. So Shamokin 2nd and 8. So far, they're controlling Milton out of threat all the time. Messed it up. Now under center, he takes a snap, pitches it out to Madden. He's getting outside, he cuts it back, and he's going to be in for another first down. Ball comes,
Fumble there.
Ball comes out, but Shamokin gets it back. Around 54, looks like he came onto the ball.
Yeah, Riley Macaluso recovered it. He's very lucky.
So that's another reason why you get to where the receiver or the ball carrier ends up, because things like that happen.
Looks like there is a penalty marker down on the field as well. Tell you what, Max had a nice convoy in front of him.
Line
Pitch.
judge on the far side called that might be offsides or something. Looks like Shamokin's walking back. He's calling it from over there. It's probably Shamokin offsides. So yeah, they're walking it back.
Most likely holding. Chop block.
Okay, so the call is a chop block.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. That really hurts the drive.
So we're back inside Shamokin territory. Chop block takes it back to the 49.
Yeah, he ran it down all the way to about the 25, 20-yard line. That's a huge call.
So again, 15-yard penalty, but about a 25 or 26-yard engagement. Okay, shotgun first time tonight. Pass formation, he rolls to the left and it's blown dead.
Yeah, it looks like a false start.
Okay, so whistle's blowing and
Yep, false start on Shamokin.
so now he lines up in shotgun for the first time and immediately sprints out to the left. And now we got another penalty, so we are now 2nd and 27.
Definitely having a lot tougher game this week with penalties.
So we were down to inside the 30, 25, and now we're back the other way inside their own 45.
Gotta stay disciplined.
So last week we hardly had any penalties, and this week we're seeing quite a few already. Shotgun, one back. He's back to pass, rolls left. And he throws a nice ball. It's caught at the 45 for half the yardage on that.
Nice
play.
catch by Billy Delbox.
So down to the 45, which is going to bring up about 13 yards, I think. About 15 yards yet for the first down.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but that definitely helps.
So almost half of what we needed we picked up. And we got a third down and we were inside Milton territory.
Chunk gains are always a good thing.
So I won't be surprised to see a trap from Madden, but we're likely to pass. Crash in the backfield next to Nye, shotgun, slot, double slot, back to pass, rolls right, has time, throws the ball, it's complete, and he catches it, and the ball is down at the 29-yard line, maybe 30, but not enough for the first down.
Looks to be short, but he definitely got enough to consider going for it here.
So now I'm sure they will go for it. 4th and about 2.
Nye and Zolkowski look to have a very good connection early on here in their careers.
4th and a long 2 for the Indians. Okay, clock's down to 5 minutes and a half. Shamokin 13-0 over Milton Panthers. Okay, Nye's in the huddle, breaks the huddle. We've got Nye under center, using running formation. 2 backs, handoff goes to the second back, Madden. He has a big hole, gets the first down, and gets down to the 25 and still driving inside to about the 24-yard line.
Nice blocking there again by offensive line, just enough to get the first down. Guys, very fortunate turn of events there to go from, what was it, 2nd and 25 or something like that?
Yeah. So we marked it at the 26, that's the first down, 26-yard line for the Indians, 4 down territory, running formation, wing right, 2 backs, handoff goes to the up back.
Nothing doing there for Madden.
And that's Madden. So Madden's been playing the tailback and the up back in that formation.
The 3 backs are very flexible and very versatile.
So sometimes they're hitting him with a quick dive like that, or sometimes in this direction they're hitting him up the middle or off tackle also. So they're using Madden a lot tonight. He's their key running back. He has more carries himself than the other backs combined. Nye under center. Crash and Madden, and it goes to Crash. Crash breaks it, and he's going to break it into the end almost. He gets down inside the 10. I thought he was breaking it, but he gets tackled about the 9-yard line. First down and goal for the Indians, probably down at the 9. So Crash showing some speed there.
Very nicely blocked by Madden. Crash had a lot of room.
Crash shows a lot of speed there, and Shamokin has some speed there. They got Crash, he plays basketball. Cedar plays basketball. Joey Tarr has some good speed. He plays basketball. So a lot of basketball players play receivers and running backs for the Indians. Handoff from Nye to Ian Paul, and he powers his way to inside the 5 to about 4-yard line.
Very good job of falling forward there by here.
Plenty of time, 3:22 and running and a half. It'd be nice to run this clock out and score a touchdown at the same time, going in the locker room with 3 touchdown lead.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
moving the ball very well here.
Coach Tarnowski would like that.
Looks like Milton head coach takes a timeout.
So Milton's taking a timeout to regroup. Now you're saving them, and Shamokin goes over to their coach, who seems quite pleased. Now this is an important stop for Milton, especially if Shamokin gets this. They go down 3 scores short instead of half. So. But if they score quickly, Milton has that pass that they get those guys open, and he's overthrown them. So we cannot relax, even if they
they definitely they're right there. They just need to connect a little bit better, and they could definitely be back in this game.
That's a
Very important drive here.
a couple little mistakes and a couple overthrows that this could be a different game. So Shamokin looking much better than last week, but they're still not out of the woods yet. So we're gonna keep pressure on. Ian and Crash both had 2 nice carries in those last 3 or 4 plays. Ian Paul and Aaron Crash.
And blocking and running, and they're very good tonight.
An occasional pass here and there seems to have worked out pretty well. Against Jersey Shore, they threw that little jump pass to the tight end. The tight end inside linebacker.
See if they can sneak Micah in again.
Okay, so Nye under center.
Oh,
Somebody moved, there's a flag.
That was Rash.
Trash moved. So
Trying to go for the hard count there. Guess
2nd and goal at the
That's the
5.
opposite.
Now it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 10. So that might change the dynamics a little bit. However, we have backs that can run 10 yards.
yeah.
About the 9-yard line, I guess.
The draw back is out of a young team. First few games.
So Milton's got to cover whole field. Under center, Nye, wing right, and it's a handoff to Madden, and he's inside the 5, down 2, and he's still driving, and he almost gets in. He's down to about the 1.
Very popular. They had him about the 5, and he kept driving all the way down to about the 1 or 2.
Okay, so they're down inside, right inside the 1, or right at the 1, maybe a little bit inside, and you keep the legs churning. There were about 3 or 4 Milton tacklers on his back.
Yeah, he sure did look like beast mode there.
And he spun and kept turning and almost fell into the end zone, but got to the 1. So we got 3rd, we got 2 downs, we're punching in here. 2:30 and running the clock.
Try to get up quick, only about 7 seconds left in the play clock.
Looks like we've got a Milton player hurt here on the side. He's not hurt guy, he's just hobbling a little bit. And now we have a flag at the goal line. Let's see what they call it here.
False start.
There were still 2 seconds left on the shot, on the game clock.
He finally called the center moving the ball.
Base pass my shot.
I'm not sure what happened there.
So Shamokin's walking back. Let's see if he can.
False start. How are you gonna get a false start before you're inside?
False start. Somebody maybe got set and put the line up. Anyway, Shamokin,
That was a very weird penalty.
that was not a good move there. Against more penalties than last week, and that's some crucial ones. And now it's 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that really hurts.
I mean, you're 2 plays and 1 yard away from the end zone. Now that changes a lot of the dynamics. I think they can still easily punch it in, but they didn't make it easy on themselves.
Yeah, maybe even field goal coming more in play now that you're 3rd and 6. You don't get anything here, 4th and 6.
You're right.
Field goal would definitely be the better play.
A kicker would know that, yes, but you have a young and inexperienced kicker, you gotta think about that too.
Yeah, wishful thinking, honestly, they don't have to often go for field goals.
Remember the first one you ever tried? I'm sure.
I sure remember. Only ever attempted one in my career.
And we got Nye under center. We got eye backs, a little bit offset eye backs, and slot left, wing left. And Nye's back to pass. He rolls left. He has a man. And it's almost intercepted. I don't know if that was meant for Crash, who was too deep, or 30. Who was that? 33 is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
80, 23. Madden might have been. But it was either too short or too long, and there was 2 receivers there, both in the line with the pass. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
not a great throw either way.
And the guy in the middle was the Milton guy. He almost came up with it.
I definitely think you should kick a field goal here. I don't think they will, but
So we got 4th and goal at the 6. 2 minutes left. It'd be a shame if this one doesn't amount to some points. And like I said, a field goal would give them 16 and a 2-score lead.
yeah,
3-score lead, right? They'd have to score 3. Well, it looks like they're going for it.
doesn't like that. So they don't trust the kicker enough to go for it here.
And the kicker on that last kick missed it, but it was the nice height and the high school, everything was
Yeah,
good.
you
Except
got that
it had to be off a little bit only, just so to the left one inch. So now we have 9. I'm sure there's going to be a pass. I would almost bet my life on it. He's rolling left. He has a guy out there in the corner,
Katzokowski.
and he waits.
Nice
long,
catch.
but he makes a nice catch, and he throws, and we had a good catch by Zolkowski in the end zone for a touchdown.
Ryder has really been playing well on it.
And
I put it in the perfect place.
I put it in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
It was the defender in between the ball,
Ryder went up and lost him.
and I put it high enough to get over to Ryder and keep it up in the air for it. And it was beautifully executed.
Sure did. That was nice.
So now we have the extra point attempt, 19.
Looks like they're going for 2 here, actually.
Okay, so now we're gonna try to make it 21, 3 scores. We got split backs, we got double out here to the right, and we got a handoff, a toss to the right, and it's Madden, and he gets it easily for the 2-point conversion. And that's big for the Indians. So
It'll be big later in the game.
21-0 Indians. They only got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to try to get something over before half.
Still have only one timeout left, so we'll see how they're gonna have a big play here if they want to have a chance to score.
So Shamokin, the shutout here in the first half on Milton got down to the 6. Had that penalty, everything was called back after that one catch and run.
Yeah, playing bend don't break offense so far.
So they had some deep passes down the middle that were just overthrown, and then that long pass play that they did complete was a slant.
Yeah, defense.
And it was a slant pattern. And so Milton has a decent passing game on his side. The running
Yeah,
game,
they're right there. They have definitely a lot of opportunities.
the running game not so much, but on this side we got 13, 3, 30, and 4, and 23. Some of the starters actually out here in the kickoff team. On the other side we have Rash, Tar, and number 5. Let's see here on that side. And the ball's kicked deep into the end zone. They let it roll.
Nice
So,
kick there.
touchback, come out to the 20.
Turner touched it about the 15 there. Went right over his head. Nice roll to the end zone. That's how you want it.
So Shamokin defense out on the field. Shout some of those numbers out in terms of his D.
Say Colin Cedar, number 5. Number 23, Ian Paul. 60, John Kodak. 62, Garrett Kitchen. 68, Hunter Rodamo.
Milton in shotgun. Back to pass. Middle screen. This is the play. I think that's what he, and Lyman
A lineman caught
had
it.
it.
That cannot be legal.
And there was a penalty flag on that catch. If someone else touches it first, he's gonna get it. That was the initial touch. So he's all happy, but
Yeah, that was an awful throw there. It just happened to fall right in the lineman's lap. Can't fault him for catching it.
no, he should just throw it up in the air. Or
Yeah.
Get that away from me like a hot potato.
Yeah, we take that.
All right, so we have 1st and 15 on that illegal completion to the guard.
Yeah, it's a loss of down penalty and 5 yards. That's big.
2nd down and 15. So, shotgun formation, trips right, or tight wing, and split left. You look in the handoff up the middle. So Milton running the ball, 155 and counting.
Quick stop there.
So now we have 3rd and long, only about a yard gain.
Looks like Penowski took a timeout there. They might be trying to get the ball back right before the end of the half here. Score one more time.
You're right, Jimmy. Good coaching. Now, if they stop him here, they have another chance for a score before that. Plenty of time, so this is a big play for the Indians defensively.
Yeah, another score before the end of the half would really drive it in.
If they get some pressure, they can maybe get a pick, or a sack with a fumble, or even if they force them to punt, they're gonna have good field position with minute, 40 seconds left at least.
Yeah, coming back from 4 scores is very tough.
And does Shamokin have any timeouts left?
It looks like, no, there are timeouts.
That was their last time out.
Yep. Maybe they can block a punt or something like that. You never know what can happen.
So yeah,
I'll
they
take the timeout.
forced Milton into making a decision here. I think Milton may have been
Yep.
thinking it could run 2 plays and go in that locker room, but now they cannot. However, sometimes that forcing them into this, they be careful, not let anybody get behind them. Again, Cedar over here on an island has been scary on occasion. Handoff up the middle, and he breaks through for about 5. It looks like nice hole, but quickly shut down by 30.
It's like Corey Adams, Ian Paul, Aaron Bradshaw on the tackle.
Maybe a little help by 68.
It's like they could get the ball back with about a minute left.
Hunter Road on also in there. So we got Volkowski back to receive. He's standing at midfield about the 45. Last time he was a little short, so maybe he's going to be back up another 5 yards.
Yeah, if he gets a big return here, that could be huge.
So we're going to have the clock running down to 1:16, 1:15, and counting. We're going to let it go down. Take a penalty, I guess.
Take a timeout, probably.
We had a timeout.
Yeah.
So Milton took a timeout, let the clock run down to 1:06, so Shamokin should get the ball back. If they don't get a good return, they're gonna still have about a minute left
Yep.
to do something.
A minute is not quite enough to really run a whole lot of plays, but you never know, you could break one deep. Kick a field goal before the end of the half or something like that.
They should get the ball no worse than midfield, but they could get a good return inside the 30 possibly.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then it also is a chance to go after the ball. Actually, it won't be a bad time to go after the ball, even if you got a penalty and they got a first down. You know, they have very little time to do anything with it. If you
Yeah.
take a chance defensively to go after one, this would be an ideal situation.
Yeah, I would rush everyone I can right now.
Rush 11 or 10. You might get to it.
Looks like they're gonna do about 9 here.
And whether sometimes you do what we call a punt hold, stay there and block the people so the return looks better. But now they're rushing,
All coming.
and it is
He
blocked,
got
and it's a safety in the end zone because the quarterback or the punter picked it up. So we got a safety.
Micah Miller got his lanky arms in there on the punt.
So we sort of called that one.
Yeah, he's blocked more than a few punts in his career.
So they had too many people coming. Could have been worse. Could have been a touchdown, but the safety will take 23 points to 0.
Yeah, what a great play there by Micah.
And now Milton has to kick the ball from the 20 out of the way.
Very good coaching there to rush everyone, take a timeout, let them know what you're doing. Well executed. And also here, they're gonna have to punt on the safety, so
Now on the other end,
we get very good field position, get a good return.
on the other end, if I was Milton on that end, what I would have thought about, they're coming, let's have the up man, snap it to the up man, and he breaks through that whole pile, and now there's nobody between him and the return man.
Yeah.
And what do you got to lose? I mean, there's things like that that, you say at this point, what do you got to lose?
Yeah, better than safety.
When they line up with that many coming, you gotta think about it. Maybe even just hard count, try to draw them off sides or whatever. When they showed that rush, that was a disaster waiting to happen. 58 seconds, Milton has a free kick.
I guess you can kick off with safety. I heard about that. High school, you can do that.
You can punt it or kick it, so. Shamokin gets a return here, 58 seconds with pass plays, could be 5 or 6 plays easily.
Wind blew the ball over again. It is very windy down there, it looks like. Hasn't really super affected anything, I don't think, but.
No, it doesn't seem like it is, but it must be.
Yeah, definitely something for the kickers to manage.
Couple gusts here and there. Okay, ball's up, he's kicking the ball, and it goes short
Very short kick.
to the up man, and it's number 18, is it? So Cole. Okay, so Cole gets a rare kickoff return. And the ball is placed at the 49-yard line, 48-yard line of Milton.
I would take 1 or 2 deep shots here, they don't pan out. You know, the ball going in the half. Jonathan Rose.
So, I would think that Shamokin's going to pass.
They come out with 4 receivers here, so it definitely looks like he could go deep.
Now he's in shotgun, he's back to pass, he rolls right. He throws about a 10-yard pass, and it's a little low and intended for Cedar, and he can't get down enough to get it. And it's incomplete, 51 seconds.
Nice block again by Madden to give Nye some time. Pass just a little bit off target. Cedar can't reach down for it.
Okay, so he's been pretty balanced. They've been running rollout left, rollout right pretty evenly. He is a right-handed quarterback, but he doesn't do a bad job. His touchdown they scored was a rollout to the left and completed a little while ago. 13 out here to the right, along with Cedar, number 5, and shotgun formation on the other side. We have Joey Tarr going deep, and they throw a ball to Joey Tarr, and just off his fingertips.
Almost had that there.
Joey got open right at the end of that reception and got one hand on it and almost got it.
He did.
That would have been 6 had he been able to get that one because he was 2 or 3 steps.
Yeah, he was definitely running back there. Nice play on the by the.
So we got 3rd and 10, 46, plenty of time. We got to get the first down here to get some more downs.
I'd like to see Brett try and stay in the pocket here for once.
So we have a handoff. We're running the ball, so I guess we're going to let the clock run now. 4th down.
Yeah, just run it to half now.
And they'll probably let it run down, maybe even take a penalty. We don't have any timeouts left and then punt it.
Deep shots didn't work. We'll live with it. Up 3 scores.
Okay, so Milton actually has to score 4 times to take the lead, so 21. They took a 2-point conversion to be 24.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Shamokin, 15 seconds. He might just throw one up deep here, let the clock run out, and the Hail Mary at the same time.
Yeah, why not?
So the safeties for Milton's running back deep, so that's what they're going to probably do. But they hand it off, run to the left, and he gets about 5 yards and tackles over there on the Shamokin bench.
Yeah, might have just been designed to kill some clock there.
Yeah, catch by surprise or kill the clock.
Yeah.
Take a chance on the punt and ball to return. So at the half, we got Shamokin 23 and Milton 0.
Very strong half, both sides of the ball.
Okay, so we have an untimed down coming up here.
Yeah, looks like Milton got called on the face mask there in the last play of the game.
Okay, so with the defensive penalty, the offense gets one last play, untimed. And again, if there's another penalty by the defense, then there could be another one.
Yeah, no reason to not take a shot to the end zone here.
So now we got Nye in shotgun. We got
I say Sokowski's your best bet.
double slot deep on both sides. I would try to get to the outside one-on-one. There it is, to the outside one-on-one. And he's got it. And it's a touchdown right at the half.
What a throwing catch.
And I should have called that with him deep, but they still made it one-on-one on the outside. Zokowski with a nice
His second touchdown of the night.
30-yard touchdown pass from Nye.
He's having himself a night.
Madden and Zokowski both having a great night.
Yeah, one play there. They had one more shot. Why not take a shot to the end zone?
And now the kicker gets a
Nothing to lose.
chance. The kicker has a chance to put it up into the 30.
I see Carson doing some redeeming help here.
I'm sure he's excited. He wants to take this one. Down to the snap, to hold, and it looks
Not
good.
You guys came right through the line there, but he just got it off.
So he kept his head down that time, put it up. With that nice kick.
Yeah, what a start and end to that half there.
Shamokin with a great first half. Again, 3rd quarter coming up in 15 minutes. We're going to be going off with at halftime. The Indians lead 30, Milton 0. Will receive, and we are one score away from the mercy roll, and 30-0, Indians on top. However, again, the score not quite indicative of what Milton has done. Milton has done a decent job, but they are very young, and Shamokin coming into the game with the confidence that they should get this one, have been doing what they have to do. And looking at some scores at halftime, Jersey Shore's up big over Shikellamy, we found out. And so Shikellamy not as good. We got them in the near future, and Jersey Shore living up to the hype that they got early in the season.
Yep. And Southern is also up big at halftime, big surprise.
And here we have the kickoff, and it's a low kick, line drive, and it's going to go into the end zone with a lot of force. And touchback, Shamokin has the ball in the 20 to start the second half.
Yeah, it's good there for what he wanted to do, a nice quick kick.
We saw a lot of those by the Jersey Shore kicker.
Deep man had no chance there, it looks like number...
I don't know who was back there. Anyway, Nye's out.
Seriously didn't even want to go.
Okay, under center, we got double wing, split right, one back. Motion behind the eye back. And we got an inside handoff, like a reverse inside handoff. And he's Crash has some room, breaks one tackle, gets out to the 40-yard line at least. He's marked inside the 40, about the 38-yard line, and a nice run for a first down. So about an 18-yard line gain on that.
Crash really flashed some speed right there.
Yes, and it was a nice, we motioned to the near side here, and a little counter back to the other side by Crash.
He's got sneaky speed for a good man.
So Shamokin starting out with a nice gain on the ground, and I'm sure they're going to be content to run the ball a lot this half. Nye under center, one back, double wing. Motion again, same look, and a handoff coming back to the motion man, and he gets nothing.
It's like Ian Paul on a carry, not much doing there.
It seems like when they come back to that motion back and do hand it off to him, Milton is there, and they've already penetrated, and
Yeah,
they have little trouble stopping
Their
it.
defensive ends crashed out very well.
So we got 2nd and 10 for Shamokin with their personnel. This could be a run or a pass. Okay, play comes in from Hino, number 5 brings it in. We got Nye under center. We got double wing, split right, one back. Motion again this way, and a handoff to the same play this way. And he must have seen something. Ball came out.
Looks like Milton got on top of that one.
Ian Paul, looks like he jammed something. He got up and he shaking his arm a little bit, but he lost the ball.
Yeah, good run there before the fumble. Milton, that tackler, he put his hand right on the ball, popped it out. Nice play by the defender there.
So we have about a 7-yard gain. Ball comes out. Milton recovers.
Yeah,
1st and 10,
get them
Panthers.
some momentum. Can't let them get excited about that.
So if you're Milton in the locker room, this is what you want to do. Come out, get a stop, get a turnover. And as far as the defense goes and the coaching staff goes, you couldn't ask for a better start of the situation that you were in.
Yeah, sure was. Let's hope the defense can stop them here, kill that momentum.
Okay, Milton in shotgun again. They've been in shotgun. Trips left, split right, one back. This is late for a motion. He finally comes. And then we got something going on. There's a flag out there by the line judge. He says it's dead ball. Ball started on the Panthers. So again, more penalties this week than we've seen last week's game. So
You're certainly a lot more sloppy game.
So Milton will start 1st and 15. Come out in the same formation.
Does help though, get him behind the sticks a little bit.
Motion. And he's back to pass. And we got a little out. And he makes a move. Number 8, Bainbridge hangs on. Makes a nice tackle.
Nice effort back there. Good catch, hit him in stride there, just didn't have much room.
So Bainbridge makes a nice tackle on the play. some of the yardage back from the penalty. We got 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Milton breaks the huddle. Again, we saw a lot of outside man-to-man coverage. It looks like we have it again. He's up tight. And we have a handoff up the middle. And about a yard gain. And then he gets stuffed by the middle of the Shamokin defense. Thrash getting up off the pile. Paul getting up off the pile.
Yeah, they haven't had anything going for them.
Two inside linebackers doing the job.
Yeah, certainly are. Filling the holes like they're supposed to.
Now, inside linebackers, if you're not in the pass coverage immediately, they only have one back. So now they have 2 backs. Could have some misdirection. High backs, offset, and a handoff, and he fakes the handoff, and he's rushed.
Tyler Ware's got a free run
hard.
out.
And we got 2 people.
Sacked there by Tyler Wary.
And also number 30, I think was in there.
Yeah, Corey Adams also went up and sacked.
So as soon as he turned, they were in his face.
Yeah, that was huge there on 3rd down. Looked like they might have had a guy open downfield. No chance there. They really had a chance to get some momentum going. Stuffed it right before.
So the last time they punted, Shamokin blocked it. Got a safety, and back to punt again. Looks like Shamokin might be coming again. They are. Gets this one off. It's a line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds about the 23-yard line. Okay. Shamokin will take over to 23. Very good. Shamokin with the block on that time, didn't get to it.
Yeah, very good and important defensive stand there. Milton really could have got some momentum going there.
Okay, so Shamokin happy to get the ball back after that fumble. Now have 8:52 in the 3rd quarter to get something going. And I'm sure they'd like to get one on the score to make that clock move with the mercy rule.
Yep, mercy rule would be very ideal here.
So again, if you're Milton, you're playing as if this game is 0-0. Handoff goes, nope, he fakes it and he keeps it. I don't know if he was just intentionally doing a fake, but he got stuck with the ball either way after he faked it or missed the handoff. Nye, first time I've seen him run something like that, if it was a designed run, quarterback.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing.
Quarterback sweep.
Not sure if that was designed or not, but either way, didn't lose yards, so
No,
always
so
good thing.
if you get stuck with the ball, you just go towards the line of scrimmage.
Certainly did that.
Okay, we got split left, wing right, and Nye throws a pass on that slant, and makes a nice catch. Delbo.
Nice job standing in the pocket there by Brett. One of the few times he doesn't roll out, delivers a great pass to Delbo.
Delbo, first-year senior player, nice receiver. His dad again played for Shamokin. Basketball was a good player. Billy Delbo, senior. Also, just an overall good athlete, his father. And young Delbo come out for the first time. All right, we got Nye in the center, split back, swing right, split right, handoff goes to the second back. Madden, he breaks a couple tackles up the middle. He may outrun into the end zone. It's a foot race. He has to cut back and he runs into the guy, but he runs into him and they hang on and he drives him to about the 5-yard line.
They've been gashing him all night.
No flags down, so we're going to be first and goal at about the 5, maybe the 7-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it.
Max maybe could have got there if he kept going. Chose
Yeah.
the truck over the guy.
Yeah, he chose to cut it back. I think he may have been able to carry it into the end zone, but Milton, they didn't quit.
Either way.
You know, they made a nice tackle, stopped them, kept them out. And again, when you keep somebody out, it looks dim, but anything can happen after you hold them out of the end zone. And that's why we always try to hold them out of the end zone, even if it's on the 1-foot line. So Shamokin, first and goal at the 7.
See if they can punch it here, maybe a roll
We have
out.
full house backfield, Nye under center, hands off to Thrash. And we had like the old southern area sweep with the T formation. 2 backs leading the play. That was a new play for Shamokin this year. They didn't run that.
Thrash had a guy immediately in his face, fell forward for about a yard or 2, but not much room there.
Second and goal at the 6, maybe got a yard. Sorry, Hynoski, who played for Southern, probably knows this formation well. Same full house T formation, handoff again goes to Frash, but we had a misdirection. Frash is going to score.
Nice design there.
So we faked it up the middle that time, and then we ran him off tackle to the right, and Frash takes it in
Very good.
for his first
blocking.
touchdown of the year.
Defense didn't know which way they were going there. That score there puts it over 35, puts it in the mercy roll. The rest of the game will go a lot faster.
So now we'll be in the mercy roll. Clock will only stop on timeouts.
Yep.
22 of them.
Let's see if Osaki can put it through the uprights here.
Again, Milton not really looking as bad as the score indicates here, in my opinion. It's an very young team.
Yeah, they're definitely holding their own.
And then looking at them warming up, they still look like a very enthusiastic young team. And we gotta get your point up, and it is good.
That was pretty perfect there by Osaki, getting some confidence.
That was important. Getting some practice tonight. And even when he missed, looked like it was good for them. All right, Shamokin, 6:33 left in the third quarter. They're up 37-0. We may see in the next few minutes, we may see some substitutions for the Indians. Over on this side, we have Bainbridge, Tar, Cedar. Number 2 is
Tyler Wary.
Wary, and number 17 is Wade Allman on this side of the kickoff team.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to have your backups come in for some work when you're up by 30 instead of down.
And we got Paul Frash on the other side, 3, 13, and 30 on the other side for the Indians. Okay, kick is going. It's a shorter kick up to, it lands
So it's
about
gonna be
the
out of
20, and
bounds.
it's going to roll out of bounds. So,
Yeah, you hooked that a little bit. Not a great decision, but
now, it's unusual. I don't know if Osaki plays soccer, but a lot of times Shamokin will get a soccer player. When I coached, we always look for a good soccer kicker who wanted to come out on a Friday night.
yep, that's
Just
where I came from.
Kick the ball around, and a lot of people over the years. I remember back in the day, soccer player Travis Saboter graduated from Shamokin a long time ago.
He was my soccer coach.
I got him to come out. And he didn't want to play, but he came out and he did, and he was a nice little kicker for our team. Okay, going back to pass, heavy rush
Ian
on
Paul.
Ian Paul. Not a chance, and a big loss.
What a nice play there by Ian.
We got about a 15-yard loss maybe here on this play.
Great pursuit there to the quarterback. He never had a chance.
And he was shot out of a cannon coming in on that play. So Milton, who had a little bit of time thrown in the first half, this half, 2 times he went back, he's been rushed hard with very little or no time whatsoever. Okay, Milton, second and long, shotgun formation, double split, double wideouts, and handoff up the middle. Again, they haven't had too much success except for the very first series or 2 up the middle. Other than that,
Good penetration there by Micah Miller. Tackle for a minimal gain here.
so we got 3rd and 21 maybe. So they ran a middle screen once, maybe twice, but the lineman caught the one.
We got some scores here from other games. Looks like next week's opponent, Stevens Grove, is down 3-7 at halftime to Central Mountain. who
Okay,
also plays
Central
in
Mountain
games.
also hammered Chicken last year.
Yep.
So Central Mountain must be a little bit better this year. Quarterback back to pass, he throws it out here to the flat, and the defender falls down. He had the best chance at it, but he falls down and the ball just goes into the turf.
Yeah, pretty awful throw there.
That was probably the worst throw I saw here.
Mifflinburg is up 10-7 on Lewisburg. I don't think we play either of those teams this year, but still local teams there.
Lewisburg was favored in that one too.
Yeah. Danville's up 20-0 on Midwest.
Mark Persing, a local person here and teaches at Shamokin, is coaching at Lewisburg. The punt, low line drive, and now he has to pick it up. He touched it 13, Zilkowski, and the guy makes a nice tackle, gets some help from a couple other teammates.
You gotta do a better job of judging that there. That was not a good decision.
Number 7 on Milton, I don't know if we're gonna give him a shout out. I think the tackle.
Peyton Rearick, freshman, made a tackle there.
Okay, so Milton with a lot of young players,
Yeah, they have some nice gunners.
did a nice job on that
I disagree.
kickoff on that punt. Okay, again, the clock's running. After the ball snapped, it'll keep running. It's down to 58 in the third quarter. So a few minutes run off on that last series. We still have all their starters out here, it looks so. Yeah, they
No,
still
it looks like Colin Boz is in here at quarterback now.
Okay, Oz is in at quarterback, so Nye's gonna get a rest. He hands off to the up back, like Ian Paul.
Nice tough run there by Ian.
So Ian had a couple nice lumbering fullback kind of runs against Jersey Shore.
Sure did.
He's 5 yards in that carry.
Let's see if they allow Baza to throw any balls here.
And Baza has a nice, he's been around longer, he has a nice fake and a little bit smoother on the handoffs because of his experience and his years out here.
Yeah, it is very windy, so I would.
And he's small and he hides the ball well. And he gets a handoff to Frash, who breaks it to the outside. Frash down the sideline, showing some speed. Must have stepped out of bounds over at the Indian bench.
Nice run there. He switched hands with the ball, used the offhand, the stiff arm. That was great running
So
there.
we were pulling that back about 10 or 15 yards farther than what we're seeing running. So
Yeah,
he stepped out of
he was.
bounds. But he got the first down, and he was about to go to the end zone maybe if he would have stayed in bounds. It was close. So Indians 1st and 10, clock's running even though he went out of bounds. Clock keeps running, mercy rule, 37-0. Boz under center, takes a handoff to number 45, a new ball carrier. 45,
45 is Knowledge Artist Jones.
okay, knowledge artist Jones. Okay, with the
He's
carry.
a sophomore.
So he's showing some speed and quickness. He got about a 4-yard gain.
He looked pretty quick there.
And Shamokin has the ball at midfield, just inside their own territory at the 49.5. 220 and counting.
Knowledge and wisdom, two brothers out there in the team.
Okay, so we got some knowledge and we have some wisdom out there.
Sure do.
So that's a lot of experience when we have an experience. Here goes
There's knowledge again.
knowledge again, getting to the outside, showing very good speed. He's the young ball carrier.
That was some impressive quickness there.
Way back in the day, I wore number 45, back in the midget times, the Manny Miller days.
Were you as fast as that?
I was probably almost as fast as that.
I can see it.
But, you know, that was a long time ago. I just remembered that when I saw that 45 flash. So I played for Nanny Miller, and the Nanny Miller Bowl named after him. I was going back to the early 60s. I didn't know my age.
I played in that league as you. You never actually made it to the bowl, but
So Baza under center, high backs, handoff goes to
knowledge again.
knowledge again.
Got a 10-yard gain there. He's had some impressive runs here.
Yes, he's showing some good speed and some good quickness. He seems fast, but what he does do is he gets from 0 to his top speed very quickly.
Very quick. Could definitely be a nice change of pace back.
Yes. So if he gets a little experience under his belt, he may see more action with that first unit. Okay, play comes in, clock under a minute. Again, mercy rule, clock's running continuously here. We got Cedar out here on the left, 2nd and 2. Handoff goes pitch to knowledge. Oh, he drops the ball. It was a low pitch, but he picks it up and he's going to lose about 7 or 8 yards here. So it's going to be 3rd and about 10 now.
I actually thought that was a forward pitch there, so should have been ruled an incomplete pass, but he played it. Refs didn't call it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was out in front of it or not, but
Yeah, lost some yards there. It's unfortunate,
but
but
anyway, he left it count as a fumble and he picked it up and got tackled for a 6 or 7 yard loss. 3rd and 7.
yeah, at least he picked it up there instead of letting them.
Yes, when you're
Fall
not
on it.
sure, you better get it. But sometimes when a game's out of reach like this, the referee's not paying close attention as they maybe
Third
should.
quarter's winding down here.
End of third quarter.
That was a very quick quarter. Mercy roll. Could
Yes.
have a lot quicker.
Last year, Jimmy and I took the hike up to Jersey Shore, and after the game, after the first roll of the game, he was very hungry. He made me stop at the drive-through Arby's.
I sure did. It was good.
And while I was driving and eating, he was mopping his. He had his gone in the first mile, mine last week, halfway home. So we don't have to feed you this time. You gotta feed yourself.
Yeah, no, I can go home after this game.
But we enjoy these trips, and it's good to see the kids playing. And again, not many penalties the second half. The first half we were good with several penalties.
Yeah, definitely a lot cleaner right there with the second unit.
And we're going into the fourth quarter here.
Looks like now they got about
No one's using their timeouts.
Looks like Robert Harvey's out there at center. 53, Camden Smith in at right guard.
Okay, Shamokin out over the ball. Baza, split backs, and he's back to pass his first time today. It's got a guy open, Cedar. Oh, a beautiful ball. Baza had it on a string there.
Yeah, nice throw. Looks like Cedar
He's
slowed up a
thrown
bit.
it. He's thrown it from the 40, and it's into the end zone by 5 yards. So it was in the air like 45 yards.
Yeah, not sure who was at fault there. Cedar looks like he could have went a little bit harder attacking the ball, but
Looked like 6 to me, but again, maybe Cedar didn't think it was going to get there. But Baza, beautiful pass.
yeah, nice, very nice throw.
And last year his season was cut short with a broken arm, sort of a freaky kind of a break, and he was done for the year. But he's a good, experienced backup at this point. And those two quarterbacks work well together. Okay, we back to punt. Now he came in back to punt, and it goes over the guy's head into the end zone for a touchback. Down there on the cover, we had 13, we had 5, we had 34, 3.
Nice punt there. Looks like a flag on the field. Not sure what that's about.
We got some yellow laundry out there, Jimmy.
Sure do.
You don't call
Quite a bit of that in the game.
you don't call penalties when there's a mercy roll on and there's 11 minutes left, do you?
Yeah, not on a punt. That goes in the end zone.
You should throw a penalty on the referee for that. You shouldn't do that. Is that one of our local crew here? That's not the Clebon crew, is it? And Hubble and those guys.
I don't know if they were about to do it.
We've had them do our games. Patero, I think he's still referee. Some of the old timers. Ripers, some of those guys. And Coach Clebon, the legendary Coach Clebon, in charge of that group. So, clock's running again, 10:58.
Number 80, Maddox Bailey out there.
Maddox Bailey belongs to my niece, Shauna.
72 also out there in the defensive line.
I'm related to half the town, so.
Brock Nye.
Brock Nye, Bubba Nye's son.
53, Camden Smith. 44, Carmine Cole.
And not just Bubba, Lindsay, Brock Nye, his brother. Brock, much better student than his father, but his dad a good athlete, state champion wrestler as well.
Joey Tarr looks to be in the safety now.
Joey Tarr at safety. He said he might see some safety.
He's going to have to make a stop here.
Got guy breaking loose. Okay. Joey come up nice, but the guy made a cut to the outside, and so.
Yeah, wait right through the blocker there by Joey, slow him up. Enough time, I think Corey Adams was there to stop when he slowed him up.
So, Joe used to playing receiver and corner, again getting a shot at safety, so he loves the game. He's only his second year out and was riddled with a slight ankle injury last year.
So the secondary got burned a few times. Let's see if they can try a few different combinations. See what
Cedar,
works best.
Tar, and Zolkowski in the secondary. Quarterback hands off up the middle again, and
Tackle there by with knowledge.
so Milton, they still have a lot of their starters on, I believe. Trying to get a touchdown, which is what you want to do. You know, the other team puts their subs in. you might want to try to get something positive out of your starters.
Yeah.
And then after that, after you maybe get a score or something positive, then you get the young guys in.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Nolan Jarvis Jones. He's doing it both sides of the ball now.
The young guys got to play. JV's got a game canceled this week. I don't know if Milton JV's played or not, but Shamokin didn't get a chance to play their JV game this week. Handoff goes up the middle again. Number 8 has been doing a nice job on this series.
Pretty poor tackling there in the middle. A lot of arm tackles. Let him get all the way down to the 30.
Again, these are the young guys playing against probably Milton's starters. Probably not much difference in age since Milton's playing a lot of young guys.
Yeah.
But more experience. You can see Milton's starting team has more experience than this younger team for Shamokin. But
The big boy Shane Hess is in there on the defensive line.
it's not like when you have a Southern second team. Southern puts a second team in and sometimes outscores the other team's first team. Number 8 again, breaks loose. He's gonna maybe take it in. Oh, he gets knocked out of bounds by Cedar at the 10-yard line, 12-yard line.
Good job forcing him to the sidelines there by Cedar, preventing the touchdown.
Again, clock still running, 8 minutes and counting, 37, nothing. Shamokin, mercy rule in effect. And I think Milton again would like to get one in here, get rid of that 0, get rid of that goose egg. And then probably will wholesale substitute after that. And the younger players at Shamokin, their job is to try to maintain that goose egg.
Yep. Make it look like they're still starters in there.
So shotgun handoff up the middle again. Again, nice run by number 8 for Milton, and he's inside down to the 5, close to inside the 5. Let's see what they want to do.
Like Camden Smith had an opportunity to get him in the backfield there, let him get away. Got a decent game there.
Second and goal, about 5.5-yard line for the Panthers. Clock down to, it'll be under 7 minutes, and they get the snap off.
That run was by number 8, Ashton Canelo for the Panthers. He's a junior.
Okay, Milton, shotgun, a couple of wideouts. Looks like we're going to pass here maybe. Okay, no, another handoff, number 8 again. They're giving a heavy dose to number 8. He gets down to the 4 and then gets pushed back to the 5. Let's see where they mark it.
Canelo's had some strong running here.
3rd down, and we're on the 4-yard line, they mark it. So 2 downs to punch one in here for the Panthers, and 2 downs for the second defense of the Indians to hold them out.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could get a stop here.
I didn't see the quarterback for Milton run. If I were the Milton coaching staff, I would do some faking and running that quarterback. He seems like a very good athlete. I think I would run him some outside
Yeah, I don't think he's ran all night.
on a sweep or a quarterback sweep. But he has a guy open in the end zone,
No receiver.
and he throws it short, and it's broken up by 13 Zolkowski, and he's looking for a penalty for a push off.
And he's having a nice game on both sides.
Again, this time of the night, the referee said, I'm not throwing it. Clock running, 5:54 and counting. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. At this point, you know, announcing these games, now you get family members saying, hey, you forgot to mention your favorite little great niece, Brielle Bradley. She's probably out there listening. No, I didn't forget about you. She's a very smart young girl, 5 years old, in kindergarten or pre-K, and she was very hurt that I didn't say her name last week. Number 8 up the middle. He's spinning, and he doesn't get in. He's down about the 1-yard line. Shamokin defense holds at the 1-yard line. They will take.
Might have gotten a first down there, though.
Oh, they did get a first down. I didn't know they could because the other team was not there.
Yeah, I did not realize you could get a first down either there. I was a little wow.
Wow. So they got a first down inside the 2-yard line, about the 1, a little bit stronger
Now
than
it's
the
going to
1.
be very tough over now.
So now you've got to get in the middle and get off on the snap of that ball and tackle them in the backfield or they're scoring. Quarterback's under center. He's probably going to sneak it. No, he doesn't. Hands off to number 8 who did the bulk, and he gets into the end zone. Or did he fumble?
It's like he's spinning in.
They call it a touchdown, so Milton does get in at the 4:31 mark in the 4th quarter.
Milton finally scores.
37-6 with the extra point pending. And of course, we're Shamokin announcers, but it's nice to see Milton. It was a nice, clean, fought game. It's nice to see Milton get into the end zone.
Yeah, get something going
Of
there.
course, if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm saying, oh, darn it. There goes our shutout. Okay, Milton up for the kick. It's a bad snap. He gets hold of it, and the snapper, the holder just has to fall
Yeah,
on
the
it.
holder kind of juggled it there, he like bounced it off the block instead of putting it down.
So it remains 37-6. So we'll see who comes out here for the offense. The last group didn't do too bad of a job. We missed a touchdown pass in the end zone from Baza to Cedar, just slightly overthrown or slightly under a run, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yep. A few guys asked me for a shout out. Let's give a shout out to Devin Bukevich, very active there in the comments I see. Aaron Christiana, and I know Marshall Buggy's out there listening.
All right, Marshall.
A few guys asked for some shout outs.
Marshall gave a nice speech at graduation.
He sure did.
Remember Shamokin kind of a speech. Good old Shamokin. All right, football pride in co-region, okay. Again, hopefully Milton picks up a win. They don't seem like they have, too bad of a team. Shamokin, however, home field, after meeting a tough Jersey Shore, played in a much nicer game tonight. It's a short kick. It goes to Wisdom.
Nice field there.
45 Wisdom again?
Yeah, it's knowledge. Actually.
Knowledge, okay. I can't remember if I have wisdom or knowledge. I'll get to that point.
Wisdom and knowledge, very, very fun names.
All right. So once you get named that by your parents, you have to live up to. You gotta be a good kid, I guess.
Sure do.
Wisdom or knowledge. All right. Shamokin. I guess Boz is back out there at quarterback, and clock at 4:23. Every play will take about 30 seconds at least, maybe longer, so maybe 7 or 8 plays till this runs out. Handoff goes to the up back. No, Baza didn't get the handoff. Got stuck with the ball. And
Mott's
it's
got cream there.
thrown for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. I don't know if he just missed. I think he just missed the handoff. It was late, so he didn't let it go. He didn't want the fumble, and probably smartly took the sack on the missed handoff. 2nd and 16. Now Baza has a nice arm. See if they let him throw here. You gotta let him do stuff because he is right now the backup, and the backup is one play away from being a starter.
Yeah,
Handoff, a big guy at the middle, 44.
there's Carmine Cole with the powerful running.
Cole running like the bus for Pittsburgh years ago. All right, so Shamokin picked up 7 or 8 on that play. Now it's 3rd and 8 yards, I would think, along 8. Shamokin out on the ball, 3 minutes and counting. Okay. Timeout. Shamokin has a guy on the ground bending over fixing his shoe, so the official's timeout. Somebody coming in the game, I don't think they're subbing in for that. No, 72 coming in for the Indians. Young guy, it looks like.
72 is Brock Nye.
Okay, Brock Nye. We have passed out to Zach Lukowski again.
No, that is Joe Tar. Oh, he fumbled.
Joey Tar made the reception, and
That was a very nice catch and run there until the fumble.
then we got it back, fortunately.
Yeah, looks like we did get it back.
So Joey made a nice catch, tucked it and ran,
He saved himself getting punished in practice there.
and is happy now at least that they recovered the fumble. .220 counting. And the handoff goes to number 30. Nowhere to go. He's caught in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss. So we're down to 2 minutes and counting. Shamokin in the huddle. 2nd in about 15. Again, it was good to see young Joey and the nephew hauling that in. He works hard. He loves the sport. Again, he's only a 2nd-year player. A year and a half actually, because he was hurt for part of last season. There we go. A handoff goes to Cole, and it's blown dead. I think the call is. But the clock does stop on a penalty. 1:40 in counting, and once in place of a rebound start with Shamokin 37-6.
See if we can grind out a few yards here.
And
Should not get the ball back. Should be the last drive here.
handoff. Oh, yep, he hands it off.
Oh,
and the
fumble.
ball pops right into the hands of a Milton defender.
Not sure what happened there. It looks like he just threw it up in there.
No, the ball flew out of the, as the ball carrier was carrying the ball, either got popped out or flew out,
Yeah,
but
something.
it lands right into the hands of the Milton defender. Change of possession, clock stops at 1:25, fourth quarter.
Alright. I'll say it.
Anybody else giving you grief that say that you did yell their name out?
No, as far as I know, I mean, we got Joey Monster and Bobby Raybuck out there listening, hopefully.
Okay, we have a lot of people out there listening and watching this game. Hopefully you continue to do so. We have a good time doing this. Shout out to all of our staff at the Shamokin Area High School, playing through virtual and real student body. We're very happy and proud of our staff. I have to clean, like, I become a desk cleaner in between my classes, as do the other teachers. And then we're looking on the screen for kids who are being homeschooled during this COVID-19 crisis. And then we have kids who are actually there wearing masks. And we've been very lucky at Shamokin. Haven't had any kind of bad stuff happening or cases coming up. And so far, 3 weeks into the year, we're doing a good job.
We certainly appreciate all the listeners out there, all the staff.
Okay, Milton, 1st and 10, 40 of the Indians. And we have a handoff up the middle. And it looks like we have some fresh players that can come out. This series on offense. So people watching the game don't get a chance to see some of the youngsters who may or may not have played a JV game the other day, but are out there tonight a little bit. 43 seconds and counting. Again, our camera crew upstairs, Brummel and McDevitt, we appreciate what they do for us. And our big boss, Ben Anderson. Big Ben.
Head honcho.
Head honcho, keeps his cool, Ben Anderson. He does, I'll tell you what. But he does help us out. 15 seconds and counting, 3rd down. For the Panthers, looks like it's going to be the last play. I don't think they're going to get another one
Yeah, that
off.
should be the last play of the game.
And the referee's hovering over the ball, so nope, they're not playing. And 2-1, and that's the end.
I'll do it. First victory on the Friday growing field here at Hamilton Stadium. For the Indians.
Right, Jimmy, that's good. Year. We're in COVID year.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll be signing off here shortly in the Shamokin area. It's the season 1-1, playing, who we got next week?
Sealands Grove.
Sealands Grove, and we